Jazz Berganza here. Another What's Next, your daily dose. And of course, it is Monday. Happy Monday to all. We start off a new week. Of course, we were just coming off the 4th of July celebrations around the country, families, friends, grilling, and of course, sadly, shootings and more political bullshit. Let's take a look. This comes out of the Daily Wire. Video shows a crowd panic, flee as shooter disrupts Philadelphia fireworks, hits 2 officers. I was just going to concentrate on one shooting event that happened in Illinois, and I'll get to that, but this one popped up, so I'm adding this in. Crowd scatter on Monday night as an active shooter disrupted Philadelphia's 4th of July celebration park on the Parkway, injuring 2 police officers. According to news reports, the shooting happened just after the fireworks display got underway around 10 p.m. local time. Witnesses say the shots came from the area front of the art museum. The 2 police officers were hit. Subsequent reports stated that the officers are in stable condition, thank Lord, following the shooting, but no arrests have yet been made on the suspect has not been publicly identified. And of course, this comes out of the Raw Alerts Twitter feed. Reports an active shooter at Ben Franklin Parkway during the fireworks show in Philly. Right now, multiple authorities are responding to an active shooter situation in Ben Franklin Parkway during a fireworks show in Philadelphia, causing mass panic. And of course, this was shot overhead. As you can see, as the fireworks are going on in the background, you see people running and fleeing because, of course, of what just happened that night. Fireworks. Now, of course, with the fireworks going off, the displays are just automatic, so it's not like someone's controlling them. Between an active shooter and the fireworks, it's really hard to distinguish what's going on. Action News Philadelphia ABC affiliate WPVI reported police say Philadelphia officer assigned to the highway patrol sustained a grazed wound to the head. A second officer assigned to the Montgomery County bomb squad sustained a gunshot wound to the right shoulder. That officer was there to assist the Philadelphia police, as officers from surrounding counties often do during large events in the city. But now we go from that mess to this. This comes out of Breitbart. 6 killed, 24 wounded in Chicago area 4th of July parade shooting. You would think, okay, it's just another weekend in Chicago, but no. Multiple people have been killed after shots were fired along the 4th of July parade route in Chicago's Highland Park neighborhood. And of course, that is the person of interest or the perpetrator caught in Highland Park. Dr. David Baum, ABC 7 Chicago, described the devastating scene after the Highland Park parade shooting.
I'm starting to begin to process what just happened, but I mean, at the beginning, I just did what I thought I should do, which is not leave and try and help a little bit. But at the same time, it's happening in everyone's community. Somebody with a gun perched up on a building taking aim on 2 corners. That's where all the people were killed. Their bodies were blown up. The people who died, the people who had body bags over them immediately, their bodies were blown up.
Stop that right there. Of course, this was breaking. Of course, you can see the timelines that were going back here. This is roughly what Highland Park person of interest vehicle looks like, according to the description below. Honda Fit 2010. Of course, as we all know, that the perpetrator in the beginning of this was caught. FBI agents searching for the scene. 6 paraders going were shot and killed. 24 others were injured. We go from that to this. This also comes out of Breitbart. Joe Dementia, of course, renews gun control push following Highland Park attack. President Joe Dementia renewed his gun control push following the July 4th attack on a parade in Highland Park, suburb of Chicago. Breitbart News noted that the attack killed at least 6 and wounded 24. Dementia reacted to the attack by posting a statement in which he lamented the attack, praised first responders, and urged community cooperation with law enforcement as he seek the suspect behind the attack. He used the latter portion of his statement to push for more gun control because, of course, I recently signed the first major bipartisan law. Let me pat myself on the shoulders. Gun reform legislation almost 30 years into law, which of course, red flag laws, going after innocents and stripping away the actual rights of citizens to carry firearms, i.e. Second Amendment, which includes actions that will save lives. Bullshit. But there is much more work to do, and I'm not going to give up to fighting the epidemic of gun violence. Yes, I'm going after all innocents, but the criminals, knock yourself out. Breitbart noted at least 54 people were shot in Mayor Lightfoot's Chicago Friday into Monday morning. 54. Those 54 shooting victims do not include the individuals shot during the Highland Park parade. To the families in Highland Park who were devastated by the situation, those killed, those injured, my heart goes out to you. Just as in Buffalo, just as in Uvalde, Texas. These situations are out of hand. These situations are ridiculously out of hand. But once again, let me not forget also the situation in Philadelphia where, thank God, no one was killed. 2 cops were injured. And of course, our heart goes out to their families, and to make sure that they have a speedy and quick recovery. But of course, leave it to Dementia Joe to pat himself on both shoulders, breaking them because of the incredible bipartisan law that he was able the bill he was able to get passed with Republican support. Yes, sellout Republicans who want to enact insane red flag laws to go after innocent Americans, strip them of their guns, making them illegal, and of course, eventually strip them of their rights to possess any firearms, which means the continuation, chip away at the Second Amendment. I was listening to Steve Deese of The Blaze, and he said in regards to one Senator Cornyn out of Texas, who said basically to enforce due process regarding the Second Amendment. Steve Deese's answer was, when you enforce due process to a right, what does it no longer become? A right. So this is the nonsense that we constantly have to hear, that we constantly have to endure. But nobody pays attention. When 54 people get shot over the weekend in Chicago, no, nobody gets all panty bunching and pearls clutching. No one gets all screaming and yelling on the internet and twittering, how dare this happen? How could this happen? Go to Philadelphia. Typical weekend, you will have anywhere from 15 to 20 people get shot over a weekend in Philadelphia, Baltimore, Houston, LA, New York, name a major city, and guess what? Just happens to be all democratically run. Surprised that the most strictest gun restrictive laws in the country are democratically run cities. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. If you want to see more just like this, please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.